In the villages of Palestine, houses were often built directly onto much older foundations. A wall might be 50 years old, resting on stones laid 500 years earlier, anchored into a foundation 2,000 years old. Decorative elements and building techniques could date to pre-Islamic and even pre-Roman eras. Palestinian Arabic preserved the same layers. When Arabic became the dominant language of the region centuries ago, it did not erase what came before. It grew over it, incorporating older languages into a new linguistic framework, shaped by millennia of continuous cultivation of the same land. Embedded within Palestinian speech are echoes of Aramaic, elements of Canaanite vocabulary, and terms shared with ancient Hebrew. A farmer from the hills of Nablus or Al-Khalil Hebron could easily converse in Standard Arabic with speakers from the Arabian Gulf or North Africa. But the moment the conversation turned to agriculture, the names of weeds, rainfall, soil, or stonework, the shared language would begin to break down, as some Palestinian agricultural terms would be unintelligible to Arabic speakers. Consider the farmer's daily battle with weeds and thorns. In Palestinian rural speech, one local term for thorny plants is kos. This word is not attested in classical Arabic, but closely matches the biblical Hebrew kos, meaning thorn. Related rural verbs such as kawaz, to uproot thorns or to weed, survive in Palestinian usage, reflecting a vocabulary shaped by centuries of working the soil. Or consider the tools of cultivation. A traditional Palestinian word for a small sickle is kalusha. Linguists have long noted its close correspondence to a rare biblical Hebrew agricultural term, kiloshon. This is not everyday Arabic vocabulary. It is a substrate-type survival, preserved, because the tool and its function never disappeared. Or consider the traditional clay oven, still called tabun in Palestinian villages, a word inherited from Aramaic tanora, predating the Arabic conquest by centuries. Ancient language survived in Palestinian Arabic in weeding, cutting, tilling, and harvesting. The thousands of years of connection to the same soil are attested to by the preservation of an ancient language of the land. This continuity is evident in place names. In toponyms such as Beit Jala, Beit Sahor, and Beit Lam, Bethlehem, the element bat derives from a common Proto-Semitic word for house, inherited by Arabic, Aramaic, and Hebrew alike. The prefix itself is older than any one of those languages. The same principle applies to other common Palestinian place name elements. Ain for a spring, tel or tall is a mound, and tur for mountain. In some cases, Palestinian Arabic preserves words inherited directly from Proto-Semitic and shared across all Semitic languages. In other cases, it preserves Aramaic or Hebrew forms that remained embedded in local speech and place names, long after Arabic became dominant. Maps of the Palestinian countryside preserve this layered history with remarkable clarity. Just north of Jerusalem lies the village of Anada, ancient Anathoth, one of the cities of priests mentioned in the book of Joshua. But Anathoth is the plural of Anat, the Canaanite goddess of war. Despite centuries of Jewish, Christian, and Islamic monotheism, the name of the ancient goddess has endured, an echo of ancient Canaan preserved in the name of a town. Palestinian ethnographer Tawfik Canaan documented how traditional crafts preserved ancient traditions and technologies. Potters still used wheel designs unchanged for thousands of years. Stonemasons employed building techniques visible in Bronze Age ruins. Olive oil production followed methods that predated the Arabic, Roman, and Judean eras, the stone presses, the collection systems, even the storage vessels echoed forms used by their Canaanite ancestors. This wasn't conscious preservation, it was simply the most effective way to work with local materials developed over thousands of years of experience. Local clay behaved the same way it had for 5,000 years. Stone split along the same natural lines. Olive trees, some of them thousands of years old, responded to the same cultivation techniques. The tools and techniques survived because the land itself shaped the culture and technology. What we see then is not replacement, but layered continuity. Proto-Semitic roots, later Canaanite, Aramaic, and Hebrew regional usage, and Arabic transmission, all preserved in the Palestinian Arab dialect and in the daily life of the fellahin. This layering of languages is not unique to Palestinian Arabic. Moroccan Arabic, heavily influenced by an Amazigh, Berber substrate, is famously difficult for other Arabic speakers to understand. Egyptian Arabic retains Coptic vocabulary in agricultural and ecological terms. Iraqi Arabic preserves Aramaic traces in rural speech. Across North Africa, the Levant, and Mesopotamia, linguistic substrates and genetics tell a story of continuity, not replacement. Modern genetic studies reveal that Palestinians carry 81 to 89% Bronze Age Canaanite ancestry, a 5,000-year story of continuous presence. And remarkably, their language preserves echoes of those millennia. Canaanite place names, Aramaic loanwords, Hebrew agricultural terms, all embedded in Palestinian Arabic, carried forward by the descendants of those who first cultivated this land. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe buttons if you would like to see more content like this.